Now let's do this thing. Nah, I don't need any of those. Well, time to do the usual dailies. Oh, you know what? As I logged off so quick yesterday, I forgot. Helmet, necklace. Okay. Let's first put the helmet on. I don't have a necklace, right? Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Where is it? Yeah, this package. And place. Okay, now that I have that, I think that kind of narrows my things of, oh yeah, it's just these two, damn it. I think the ring one's the one that's gonna suck. Either way, I'll have to go take a look at the... okay, that's no wonder so many people line one. Talisman is which boss? I have a feeling it's... Okay, I think this is the rings. Okay, there's the rings. Or the bracelets, that one's that. I don't even have to do that boss. This one's just the weapon. That one's gonna be... annoying. Not that. Oh, this one. Yikes. That one's not the worst. So I'm just pretty much straight thing support when I'm fighting this dude. It's like, man, I don't like fighting this one. I mean, even on easy, it's like annoying. Right now, what's it? I am adapting to the allergies right now. I'm taking all this allergies and see if I can adapt to it. That's the goal. Maybe if I go way over here. Okay, good. Hit that orb over there. It's like one more AoE on me. Yep. I'll let my people deal with that. Oh, never mind. I still have one more though. Oh, the Illuminator energy. I actually never pay attention on that side. Okay. Knock out one more of these. Do the usual commissions, and then life skill. Actually, before I do the life skill, I should go check to see if I can reforge my gear. Needs a little bit. I'm telling you, was it once around what, the end of May when they do the next update? I'm telling you, they have to add like some new classes. They just gotta. See if I can do this to keep them away from the other stuff. Oh. Silly, silly. Whoever dropped that thing over there, that's crazy. I hope it wasn't me. Oh, I guess he's going directly for that. The Illuminator energy. Yeah, I just know that on what M6 is going to be, I'll just be only working on the Illuminator. Won't have any time to be working on anything else. Oh, I think I already probably said it. What the Enfield, what should I call it? Live stream is going to be on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. See what kind of new characters come out. That's probably if the Jade Dragon Lady comes out. That's when I'm going to finally actually pull on that banner. And you can just see how awful my luck is. Yeah, but I just see people right now, they're like just doom posting. I'm like, man, no matter how new a game is, like especially like in the realm of Gacha, where they doom post very quick. Kind of makes you wonder, like, why would you go to a forum every day to look at it to doom post? That's weird. Like, these guys are consistently on the forum and be like, oh man, it's got an EOS, it's got an EOS. It's like, I wouldn't be, I mean, if I think it's got an EOS, I wouldn't be going to that forum. Like, what's the point? Now, let's see. Arms is good? Yeah. Oh, necklace, that's what it was. See. Okay, my power went up a little bit. Yeah, a lot of that was ability score, is just straight up gear. Testing to see if I have enough. No, I don't. Darn. I've been farming that for a minute. Yeah, it's also kind of funny where like, oh, wait a minute, did I not, oh my lord, did I not click on it? I might have not. I looked at the commissions, and I did not actually click on, was it select or something? Oh, man. no, guys, I think I'm washed. I gotta do accept. I'm gonna pretend that I actually did, and the game just glitched. Yeah, that's the lie that I'm gonna say. Okay, no, not that one. Conflict, yeah. Yeah, another weird game when it kind of first came out. I don't want to say first came out, but Fate Grand Order. I know, like, when I started playing it, until my brother played it, he showed me how to like do like 3-turn farming. I was doing like 18 turn clears for like the most like basic of things like the ember farming, just for like just regular mats and all that. I was in like 18, 20 was a turn farming. I was like, oh, I guess this all so like I didn't necessarily like the game at first. Then later on, he's like, you're taking how many turns to fucking clear like this, like the embers, or like the QP farm? It's like just 3-turn it. I'm like, what do you mean 3-turn? Then he showed me. I was like, oh, that makes way more sense. Actually, this one's gonna be kind of annoying. Let me see if I could re-roll on this mission. But yeah, I was like a long time ago. I was looking at those forums. They're talking about, oh yeah, this game's go to EOS. This game go to EOS. I'm not sure when. We're like, I think at a certain point, maybe I'm not sure if the people just gave up, or like their EOS bullshit got like drowned out by the rest of the forum. But like, you don't really hear it too much anymore. And every time like, oh, this one story B is finished, it's gonna EOS. They do come back, but it's not as pronounced as like someone like the like even Genshin, like. And that's the game that I kind of like. I was too late to the party, so that's why I never really like got into Genshin. Every once in a while, I do look at their characters. I thought their characters look really nice. But yeah, I was too late to the party with that one. By the time everyone was like, no, on like the second or third map or something, I just started playing, so I was like, oh. And then my Gacha luck was also awful, so awful in the game that I'm like, oh, I guess I'm just not gonna play this game. And it didn't help that, like, I wonder, like, when was it, like, I think, no, it must have been around the time of COVID, I think. Because I think it really blew up around COVID, and then I also had some friends who played it, but they're like, yeah, I don't really like Gacha games. I'm like, you have a stacked account, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You definitely put more work in it than I did. So yeah, that was kind of like, I think it's just because like, it's hard to recommend like a Gacha game to anyone, especially in the States side. I think in like Asian countries, they're like, eh, whatever. They'll give it a try, alright? Even if they don't like play it or anything like that for a long time, they're like, oh, well, I'll give it a try. In America, that's hard to sell, because it's essentially kind of like gambling, right? Gambling for pixels for your characters, unless you have like an indomitable spirit and you only roll what is necessary. I learned that from was a Fate Grand, or before there was a pity system. Like, I learned the hard way. Like I didn't realize how bad my luck was, and the game showed me how bad it was. It's like, man, your luck is trash. I was like, uh-oh. And there's like 2 characters. Like, I didn't really understand Gacha back then, depression, all that stuff, right? And I think I was trying to roll for Okita Soji, and I was rolling on like it's on a weird ass banner. I think it was what you call it? Proto Arthur was on it, and I wrote like a lot of copies of him. So he's like the only character only 5-star character that I wrote a lot on, which is sad. Like, don't ever do that unless you really like that character. If you like the character, then no, go ham, and if you have the means to. Yeah, back then, I don't know what was wrong with me. I didn't understand how the gacha worked. I didn't know even how to like really play the game. Kind of like I've been playing the Fire Emblem gacha game thing for a long time. I did not know how to play that game. I don't think I've ever actually like no did any of the story besides the prologue for the tutorial. So if you ask me right now, like I have strong characters, right? So I just kind of wrote randomly rogues. Like, oh, this character looks cool. I have no clue how to play that game. No. Okay. Maybe that one. They are so close to the base. Oof. I hate when my character just starts doing that. But yeah, I think even Genshin Impact is like now, right? It's considered like one of the OGs. Maybe not. At least in the realm of like 3D open world gacha games. I think that's one of the OGs. But yeah, you don't hear too much about like the whole, oh yeah, it's was it going to be it's EOS or anything like that? You don't hear about that too often with that game anymore. I think now it's like what, Wuthering Waves. I know of the game. I have never played that one. Every once in a while I see like it's kind of like no, like oh character combo compilation something like that, right? Which I think is kind of cool. Or like what Zenless Zone Zero, which has like a very interesting sounding name to it. So that's the kind of reason why I remember it. I was like they did a good job with that name. I think about it. Um, should I think of some other gacha games? Sinnoh Alice died, of course. That game, the whole like guild system of that game was I think that's what kind of like trying to do guild battles. It's like time and like it just happens at a certain time of the day, so it does not care about like you know what your schedule is or anything. It was very unapologetic on that. Was I thought the character designs were cool until like you actually see them like in game fighting. And you're like, yeah, I'm a stickler for like cool characters and stuff. So that's what when some people are like, oh yeah, or some of the guys are like, let's play this one game, right? If the character looks fucking horrid, I'm like, I'm not playing it. That's why I couldn't get into Concord. And the thing is like the gameplay of Concord didn't look that bad. It's just like the characters were just so uncool. Which is the reason why Marvel Rivals I think is just better looking. Because you could just almost like when you see Marvel Rival, you could just kind of like when you see the characters, you're like, oh yeah, okay. I see the devs right really like how the characters know how cool they are and all of that, and that's why they made this game. So that's what I like about Rivals, Marvel Rivals. Like even I don't really play it. It's they were. I haven't played a game like that since like maybe Overwatch was the last one I played. I used to play. I was pretty high up in their rankings. Like I think I was like somewhere. I think it was in silver. I could have pushed it to like gold and a little bit higher, but like that was back when I was still like a junior sailor in the military, so I didn't really have too much time to do that. But I was like, no, I was decent in the ranking. Like I was like a solid silver, and like I did go to gold like a few times. But then, like, don't play for, like, one bad game, like, oh, silver again. Then you kind of, like, a few good games, you're back in gold. So it's kind of hovering around gold for a while. I remember, this is back when I was, like, when I was playing it, or I didn't have a plan on how to do it or anything like that, where I just picked whatever character I liked and just did it. The only one I could say, I liked the design of Genji. I was awful at playing that character. I think I always like pick like characters that I was awful at that, or Genji, and I think it was a Zenyatta the robot, the healer. I liked him. I think I picked like Diva, Zenyatta, Reaper. Everyone, no, when no one else is picking him. If I just want to do like no, oh no, I liked Bastion. I was pretty good at Bastion. Kind of reminds me of when if you play the Overwatch version of Gundam. I forgot what the hell it was called, but I think it was, yeah, Guntank. At one point, Guntank became essentially Bastion. Yeah, like everyone, like at first no one wanted to pick Guntank because he's like Guntank and Gundam is very unappealing. But in that game, he was strong. Like, you know, Guntank was just like a solid character for it. If you don't know how to play Guntank, and you will probably be okay. In the hands of someone who knows how to play Guntank, you will be killing a lot of people. But I think people who are like, if you're at that point where you're like that good, like pick like that game's version of Genji, or like pick the other ones like Barbados. I liked Barbados or Exia, but I just could not play those two because they kind of play a little bit like Genji. This was almost like in Marvel Rivals. Like, I know there's a character that I think is like I like, and I was like, oh, she looks really cool. It's Psylocke. Can I play Psylocke? I'm like, fuck no. Like, I would probably just be, oh, it'll be a waste. And I know better than to pick like Black Widow or like Widowmaker or any kind of character like that. I'm like, no. I know myself. I'm too trash to be able to use that character effectively. Hey, you gotta know your strengths. And I know that I cannot pick that character and be what useful to my team. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's go kill these two of the stuff over here. Honestly, like, I think in Marvel Rivals, the character I'm waiting for, right, because I might play it, but the character I'm waiting for is Ghost Rider. Whatever Ghost Rider is, I'm playing that. And I know they're never going to do it, but if they have Count Abyss, which he's an enemy, and he's like a short-lived enemy, and, was it, of Adam Warlocks. But yeah, if that character comes out, then those are the only two characters I'll play. Right now, I just admire the art of Marvel Rivals. I'm like, man, this art is cool. Kind of like Grand Blue Fantasy, I do the same thing as well. Like, I like the art of Grand Blue Fantasy. So I admire their art. I don't play the game. I might play the Relink. I might play that one again. Like, I played the first one, the single player kind of. Well, is it a single player? Kind of. It's like story driven. It has a story. You could do multiplayer with other people, but sometimes they suck. I always did it just like single player, like kind of like I do this game. Yeah, the Grand Blue Fantasy people, their art, I like. Or the fact that they just have, was it fan service doesn't matter. There's an equal fan service for everyone. Oh no, not that. Yeah, their fans. There's like, yeah, no, we'll just do it for everyone. And that's the reason why I liked War of the Visions, because War of the Visions had their art. I think the artist was one of the people from Grand Blue Fantasy, so that's why I really gravitated towards that art. I mean, that's what gets me to play any kind of games, just if the art is good. Like even this game, like the art's not the best, but it's still better than some of the other like random like MMO kind of games. Like, oh yeah, pick this. I'm like, nah, I can't. It's too ugly. Okay. I know I did the first one. This Red Blood Max is the energy drink the main character drinks in Shangri-La Frontier. We'll just do the second one for now. Yeah, but what's everyone else's take on gacha games? I think it's just like because a lot of Asian countries, right? Like we're kind of used to it at this point, so it doesn't bother us as much. But I know in America, it's like they freak out about that. But it's like, but America, we also have loot boxes and shit, like Overwatch. I remember I had the option to do like the loot box stuff and that, but maybe I might have got one loot box and I was like, oh, my luck was bet like shit, so I was like, nah, I'm not fucking doing this. The only good thing is, at least at the time when it was like Overwatch, it was like, no, kind of on the newer side. They didn't really do like, you didn't have to like use the gacha to get like the loot box to get a character or anything. Yeah, cause that would have, oh man, I think that they would, if they thought it was predatory then, I think, because you got cosmetics through the loot boxes. Think of it, if you could only get the character through loot boxes, and there's like a pity system, people would have lost their minds back then. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. But yeah, I really liked Overwatch. I liked the little short stories that they had. I was like, damn, why didn't you just use all that money and just make a CGI movie? You know, so I mean, there's a lot of companies that have like cool characters. They can make a CGI movie like World of Warcraft, Destiny, make like a hour-long CGI. And you don't even have to do it of the main plot line. Just do like a side quest thing where it just like takes place in the same world, you know. And I'm pretty sure it'll just sell easily. Kind of like look what happened with Advent Children, right? Advent Children, that was like a continuation of Final Fantasy VII. That sold a lot because people wanted to see like stuff that takes place. That one, they were using the same main characters, but like other if you just have any kind of series very popular, make a CGI movie, or just make an anime movie if you can, or do what the people are doing with, what's it, League of Legends or whatever. I think it was League, right? Yeah. That whole series, it would, like, that's why it does good. Another series they could do a side story of Borderlands. And get whoever the person, I think this story was, the recent one was pretty good, but like, don't use the story writers of the last game, the one before that. Like, I think go get the writers of what's it, Borderlands 2. I'm not sure why they didn't hire him again. I'm pretty sure there might be some like drama behind it. I just don't know about it. Yeah, because there's like sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, why don't they just hire the writer for this? And they're like, oh yeah, that person did crimes. I'm like, oh, never mind. So that happens like Rush Hour 2. I was like, oh yeah, I like Rush Hour. And it's like, then do you want to know about the director? I'm like, well, what about the director? I learn things I don't want to know. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was a tangent from talking about gacha games, right? Yeah, the best method is, especially like a gacha game that's still in its infancy, I would suggest, was it, depending on the type of game, if it's like more PvP oriented or whatever, you want to figure out what lane you want to be in, PvP or PvE. Usually supports and tanks, or just something that's not a DPS lasts longer to get more mileage out of them. But it's also depend, because like War of the Vision, sometimes they'll have like a support or a tank come out and it'd be trash. So you just have to kind of like know, because there's certain characters you can kind of tell when like the developers are pushing them. Then you're like, ah, yeah, this character's going to be strong, or oh, this character I think is going to be weak. Yeah, and of course, a lot of gacha games nowadays are a dime a dozen. I'm pretty sure people already know this, but like a male character, that's the one that you have to be a little bit more kind of like, have to eye them a little bit more. Like, hey, is this character going to be just a throwaway character in between one of the female characters? So that's what's like be like a weak character. But yeah, every once in a while, they'll throw like almost like Star Rail, for example. Like Blade was a pretty or Adventuring was strong. So I think of Archer, the free unit. In that game is unit that they gave out. He's strong as hell. And a free light cone too. Or was it free? Or did you have to do pulls to? I mean, I pulled for it because I was like, okay, I like Fate. I will get Saber. People are like, oh, Saber's not that strong. I don't care. I will roll for this character because I think. And now there's rumors that some more Fate characters coming out. I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna have to roll for it. Oh no. Yeah, hopefully that game doesn't do a crossover with like. Oh man. It timed out? For real? I mean, I'm not on super late, but maybe I had to get on a little bit earlier. That'd be like on the weekend. Was this always here? You know, I have a feeling they maybe just me, but did they add this new land structure here? Okay, I think they might have added more? Yeah, because I think before, right, it kind of stopped like this. And I don't think I could get as far as here, so it's like, I think they added a lot more to kind of show you like, hey, we're not stopping. Got a desert level, some coastal areas, definitely some ice places, probably a swamp in there. Look at Miyazaki from, was it Dark Souls? He's like, swamp? Poison? Swamp? Yeah, that man loves adding poison swamp. I think when someone finally said, man, you really love adding poison swamp. So I don't do that much. Then he realized, shit, I put it in every fucking game. Like, never mind. So I love that. Like, I don't like it that much. Shows him proof that he does like it. Like using poison swamps a lot. It's like, oh, never mind. I guess I actually do like poison swamps. This is my... Oh. Do you guys like gacha games? Technically, this is kind of a gacha too. MMO gacha, I guess. That'd be the Do You Like It Gacha games. That'll be the title for this episode. And with that, guys, so, at least today's been semi-earlier than usual. For the most part. But yeah, tomorrow I'll have some different topics. Today I'm a little sleep deprived. I just brought up the whole Gacha thing, so I just kind of saw that on a forum, like, oh yeah, just other game is Enfield, go to EOS. I'm like, oh man, here we go again. Another game or another group of people will just say, is it go to EOS? And then they'll just keep on saying that every year until they maybe like, no, year 10. Oh, it finally EOS'd. See, I told you. One of those things. And with that, guys, we'll call it a day for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow with a bunch of other random thoughts and stuff. You guys have a good one. Peace out.